Hollow Knight is an awesome game you probably never heard of. You probably did. As the sequel approaches the horizon, this somewhat of an advertisement has been made. I will recap most of the game, explain it to those who never played games, and maybe make you interested to try this masterpiece. Part 1. Lore Recap. So basically, the backstory of the game is that you're not, in fact, the Hollow Knight the game refers to. It's this guy while you are just some little guy no one knows about. If we go even back, there was a moth in a moth tribe. Moth worship moth. A worm comes, and everyone now loves worm because worm builds civilization. Everyone forgot moth. Moth is angry. Moth pops up in people's dreams and makes them infected with an orange goop infection, also just infection. Worm, who is also the king of this kingdom, also the kingdom is called Hallownest. It is important. The king panics and decides to make vessels who are made of void. He makes a lot of them to test them out. He throws them into the infinite abyss, also referred to as the void, and whoever crawls out is the chosen one. You almost do it, but the other guy steals the spotlight, and you are still alive compared to your brothers. Somehow, unexplained, the player gets out while the guy who got out, from now on referred to as Hollow Knight, is chilling in his palace waiting to grow up. But the king becomes so attached to this guy, he gives him emotion, which means he is not hollow anymore. He is just Knight, and he told no one about it. He managed to hold the big moth for a long time, but then it broke out, and the main player returns. That's the backstory of the game, basically. I can't be bothered to explain the in-game lore, as that is spoilers. Part 2, the gameplay. The gameplay is easy to get a hold of, as there isn't a million things you have to worry about. The hardest part is to find the moves, but using the moves is easy. Just press a button and it works. Some moves are hidden deep, some aren't even needed to beat the game. Compared to most games of such genre, where if you get something, you have to use it everywhere, Hollow Knight doesn't make you do that, except double jump and dash. Of course, those are a must-have. But compared to those two, there are 9 freaking moves, and you have to use only 2 of them most of the time. There are some sections that make you get some items to not make this a walk in the park. But yeah, if you are struggling, no worries, we all do, as bosses are not that hard. There are some bosses called exceptional bosses. They are harder and stronger versions of normal bosses, maybe even their own boss sometimes. And they are strong, no joke here. I had to try for 8 hours just to beat one of them. There are 4, by the way. Good luck with beating the game. Part 3, why Hollow Knight is a must-have. Well, this game might be hard, but it is very rewarding to beat it, as the soundtrack is absolutely stunning. Some soundtrack is strong, like during fights. Some are more relaxing, like the music playing in the background. They all make you feel as if you are there. There is sad music, too, for tragic moments that might make you shed a tear. Some games have such random gameplay that there is just game and no story. I'm not arguing. There are good games that have game, no story, but story is better, in my personal, humble opinion. And well, this is it with the Hollow Knight advert. I'm now off to sleep. Bye-bye. Adi.